Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we will do a detailed review of the camera on the Honor 6 Plus. So the Honor 6 Plus has pretty impressive specs for this price, and this is the flagship phone under the Honor series from Huawei. And one of the speciality of this device is the dual rear camera. So it has a dual 8 megapixel dual camera with dual LED flash. So that is one of the specialities of this device, and it also has a really good front facing camera on this device. So that is the camera aspect. So in the other spec side, this has a full HD display. It's powered by an octa-core processor coupled with 3 GB RAM, and it has Android 4.4 KitKat. So that is the spec aspect. Now let's get straight into the camera interface and see how good the camera interface is. So let's open the camera app. So as you can see from the interface is very similar to what we saw on a series, the 4X and 4C. So you can see here there are three options: video, photo and wide aperture mode. So that's the options, and here we have the filters. So a lot of filters are included, so you can select these filters and have a real-time view on the viewfinder. Then this is the gallery mode. On the top you have the flash on or off settings. Then we have the option to switch to front-facing camera and the settings. So if you go to settings, we have again additional settings like beauty settings, panorama, HDR, watermark, best photo, super night is a very interesting mode where you can get really great photos when you are connected the phone to a tripod. So you need a stand. The camera shouldn't be moving on this mode. So if you're using this mode, make sure the camera is completely stationary and without any movement, and you get really great shots with this mode. So in the other settings, we have the resolution. Maximum resolution is 13 megapixel. That's a 4:3 aspect ratio. So the dual 8 megapixel camera combined gets you a 13 megapixel photo. Then we have other options like audio control, timer, and a lot of other options like ultra snapshot, double press volume button down when the phone is locked to open the camera. And then you have the ISO, white balance and image adjustment options. So it's a fairly feature rich camera. You have almost everything you need on the camera, and lots of options also included. You can also have adjustments for image, and other gestures also supported. So now let's come back to the photo mode. Now let's go to the video mode. So here again we have some options very similar to what we saw on the camera, the photo mode, the beauty mode, panorama, HDR, super night mode. And in the settings you can record videos in full HD. That's the highest resolution. So there's no 4K support on this device, and we have the HD and other options as well. Here again we have a few options. We have the video stabilizer here. If you turn this on, the shaking and other disturbances would be muted. So that's another option. So that was the camera option. Now you can see there is another interesting option called wide aperture. That's a very interesting option. So you can use this mode to take photos with a shallow depth of field. So if you want to focus on very particular object and then have a bokeh effect on the photo, this is very useful option. So recommended for shooting people or objects within 2 meters of you. That's the option. So we'll just demo this option. So now you can see I have kept here. So if I just press here, I get an option to change the aperture value. So you can see it goes up to 0.95. that's the minimum value, and you can increase it up to f16. That's the value available. So that's how you increase or decrease the value. So if you just go to an object, and then you can just make this object focus, and rest all can be added a bokeh effect. So that's one of the useful option. So make sure this you're shooting this for stationary objects. For moving objects, this doesn't really work out because it shakes out, but for other objects, very close objects, this really works out, and you can get a really great photo with focusing only the object and the other background getting defocused. So that's the wide aperture option. So these are the options available. Now let's go to the photo quality taken with this device. So let's have a quick look at the daylight shots. So here are the daylight shots. So here are some of the daylight shots taken with this device, and as you can see, the photos have come really good. This is taken in normal mode, and in the normal mode the real camera performs really well. It takes shots with minimum noise and a very good amount of details included, and these photos have accurate colors, almost accurate colors with minimal noise, and the overall clarity of the photos is really good. So it's a brilliant camera for outdoor shooting. So you can definitely take this camera as a secondary camera if you're going out for a vacation. So this is really recommended camera, and you can see some of the macro shots, or rather the close-up shots taken with this device. Again, really great amount of detailing, and there is also a bokeh effect added with the close-up shots, and the colors and detailing looks really stunning on the macro shots, or rather the close-up shots. So all in all, we would say in the daylight mode, this camera is really one of the best cameras out there in this price point, and beats every other camera in this category. So overall, we would say this camera works really well in the daylight shots. Now moving on to the low light photo quality. Although this phone has really great performance in the daylight shots, it was not really that good with the low light shots, although it is much better than many other cameras in this price point. It may not beat the Lumia 1020, which was really great with low light abilities, and also probably not the iPhone 6, which again has really great low light abilities. So overall, this is a really good camera in the low light abilities, but may not really beat the competition in the high-end flagship category. That's one point regarding the low light shots. So overall, we would say the low light abilities is good, but not really class leading, or rather the best among smartphones. So it's now it also has a dual tone flash, dual LED flash, and this flash works really well. So you can see the amount of detailing available in the flash. There is minimal noise, and if you're working in really low light conditions, this flash works out really well. So overall, we would say this is it is a wonderful camera in this price point, and it does produce really great results. The daylight photos are really class leading, and are really worth investing in if you're looking for a camera smartphone, and the low light shots are above average, and does a pretty good job overall in terms of the quality. Now this phone also comes with a 1080p video recording. Again, the video recording is really good quality. The colors and the sharpness, and also the overall clarity looks really good. So here's a sample of the low light the daylight shot taken with 1080p resolution, and it has come really good. Now this phone also comes with a 8 megapixel front facing camera that takes some really good selfies, and there is a small box around here. When you take the photos, you can see this is a small box around here, so that allows you to the camera instruct you to look into the small box to ensure that you're looking into the lens for the selfies. Instead, the lens is placed here, and if you look here, the photo might not really come that good. So it does have an instruction box here to look to that box when you're taking selfies, and that is how you can take good selfies. And the clarity of photo with the front camera is really good, and you can increase the beautify mode here. So you can see here, you can increase or decrease the beautify mode, and get better results for your selfies and also video calls. So that was the front facing camera. Again, you can record videos in the front facing camera as well. So all in all, we would say this is one really good camera smartphone. If you're looking for a flagship product with some great quality shots, this is highly recommended camera phone for taking really great shots. And you can even replace this, or you can use this as a secondary camera when you're going out for vacation, and it can really get you some great shots. So that was the camera review of the Honor 6 Plus. So all in all, we are pretty impressed with the camera being offered on this device, and it's really class leading in this price point. So that was a detailed review of the camera on the Honor 6 Plus. Hope you liked this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with the queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.